very first poem I'm going to read is called Apotropaic, and it means it's something that you ward off evil spirits with. One of the things that I like about reading and learning and writing is kind of comes out of this, but like reading is like you learn something. You read something, you're like, oh, I never thought of it that way. A great poem will do the same thing to you. A great short story, whatever, a great novel, it gets you an idea, it gets you a thought, it gets you a way of seeing things that you never thought of like that. So I was reading this essay, well, it's a little short by Freud, and it's about how Medusa is really just a symbol for every man's fear of castration. And that's the whole deal. And like her head is, spouse, a bunch of them. So I was reading that and I was just kind of like, wow, that's wild, for real. And then I started to get to think about like Clash of the Titans, or like old claymation Clash of the Titans, like when I was a kid.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's the new one now. They didn't release the Kraken. So it kind of got me going, and I was just like, oh man, I should write a poem about that. And I did. So this is called Apotropaic. I agree with Sigmund. Sex is like air, but it's also like a sea monster summoned by scared people with a virgin chained to a sacrificial stone. We all slay. In middle school, one morning, I noticed my mother was a woman while she put on her nylon. She knew by my eyes, as all women know by eyes, I had left her hip. Because my father always spoke and my mother lacked a smile, I ignored them both. Having given up pleasing my father and loving my mother, I started playing Clash of the Titans. In my room alone, pretending to be Perseus, I followed Athena's owl and killed Poseidon's kraken. I laid down Medusa without looking in her eyes. Sigmund also said that Medusa, with her head of cocks, castrates the tribe of men. One look at her and you're hard as a rock. And isn't that what men are? Heavy balls and heavier heads, scared limp of origins, to be mad at women, women to be mad, mad to be women, is the way of the metal, guarded shield of the sun. Right.